Today I want to talk to you about my 3 words for 2018. But first, I gotta go work out.
This is not a story.
It's a good workout, but it is cold in Nashville.
If I wrote this story, I'd give myself a battle I can fight. And
Hey, what's going on? It's already a few weeks into January. The year is underway. But I want to talk to you about my 3 words for 2018. There's a guy out there named Chris Brogan. Chris is a great guy, and I'm stealing this idea from him. This idea of picking 3 words for the year. Chris has been doing it for like a decade now. I'm just jumping on the bandwagon this year, but I love the idea. So, instead of resolutions, New Year's resolutions, and even somewhat instead of goal setting, there's this idea of picking 3 words that will be kind of guiding forces as you go through your year. I almost think of it like themes. What do I want to be the major themes of this year? In this video, I'll share my 3 words with you, and afterward, give it some thought, think through it, and then leave a comment and let us know your 3 words. Word number 1, story. One thing that I don't want to see happen is get to December of this year and look back and realize I didn't do the things I wanted to do. I didn't accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish. More importantly, I didn't try the things I wanted to try. I don't want this year to be marked by me playing it safe. And to do that, I need to live a better story. One of my favorite authors is a guy named Donald Miller. He's written books like Blue Like Jazz, A Million Miles in 1,000 Years, Scary Close, Searching for God Knows What, Through Painted Deserts, and I've read them, several of them, multiple times. In one of his books, he talks about discovering the elements of story. The book is a little bit about writing a screenplay of one of his books to turn into a film. And to do that, he had to dive into the world of story, what makes a compelling story, what makes a great story versus a mediocre story. And in doing so, he realized what makes a great story includes the same elements that make up a great life. And he started to see his life as a big story and look for ways to live a better, more compelling story. That really resonated with me, and I'm guessing it resonated with a lot of Don's audience because he started a company called StoryBrand where they help businesses use the elements of story to clarify their message and improve their marketing. Anyway, so look back over your life. What would make the highlight reel? What parts of your story would you pull out and say that season of life, that day, that adventure made for a great story? For me, even just looking at the last few years, it's things like deciding I wanted to start a band and play shows, which led to me getting to play music on the radio.
By our local artist of the week, who we welcome into the 1RPM studio right now. Welcome, Joe Gilder.
Thanks so much. Glad to be here.
Or the time I wrote 50 songs in 12 weeks, or when I released 4 EPs in 2017. I want my life, my story, to include more stuff like that. More adventures, more things worth writing home about. I want to feel that sense of having lived an adventure and having done more with my life. So that's word number 1. Word number 2 for 2018, buffer. A few years ago, I read a book called Essentialism, which is about getting rid of the clutter and honing in on the essential. And it talked about this idea of creating a buffer. The author used the idea of driving as an example, especially right now with the roads so icy and slick in Nashville. You want to leave a buffer between you and the next car in front of you, or you and the stop sign, so that you have plenty of room for the unexpected to happen. Because guess what? The unexpected does happen. And if you're always riding right up close to the next car, you have no buffer, no room for corrections or anything, any mistakes to happen, any life to happen without you crashing into the car. I spent a good chunk of 2017 stressed out because I left no buffer in my projects and my work and my life, so that I was always stressed and right up against deadlines. The solution, of course, is to create a buffer, to leave white space in your life and your calendar to actually finish the things that you want to finish. The key is to overestimate how long it's going to take you to do something. So if I think it's going to take me an hour to do something, I should probably give myself an hour and a half. If I think it's going to take me 9 minutes to drive to the gym, I should probably give myself 15 in case the unexpected happens. If you really implement this, and I'm just starting, I've not gotten there yet at all, you'll end up with less stuff on your schedule, on your calendar, on your to-do list, but you'll give yourself enough time to actually get them done. And if I've made anything clear over the last couple years, it's that it's super important to finish projects. I would rather have 5 finished projects over here than 20 projects sitting at 90%, not quite done, but not finished, so you can't do anything with them. The more I implement this, the more I do this, A, the less stressed I'm gonna be, and B, I'm gonna feel more in control. I'll have the freedom to be spontaneous and to work quickly, but I won't be forced to. It's a big difference. Word number 3 for 2018, healthy. Right now, sitting on this cute blue couch, I don't feel as healthy as I would like to feel. And just recently, I realized a big part of that problem is I don't view myself as a healthy person. And while I do want to step up my exercise and eating game to be more healthy physically, just doing those things won't necessarily change it up here. If I still think of myself as the fat guy trying to do a diet and a workout, it's never going to go very well. So I'm really focused on thinking and believing that I am a healthy person and then letting the actions kind of follow suit, if that makes sense. I've already kicked this off pretty well. I'm currently working out 5 days a week, which is insane, but I'm enjoying it and it's kind of fun. I'm trying to keep track of what I eat as well. Because the hard reality, of course, is unhealthy people don't tend to live very long. I've got 3 kids. I'd like to see them graduate high school. I'd like to see them get married. I'd like to know and love my grandkids and even my great-grandkids. And I can't do that if I die because I refuse to make myself a healthy person. So those are my 3 words for 2018. Feel free to take or copy any of those, but I would love to hear what are your 3 words for 2018. One piece of advice, pick words that excite you. If you pick a word and you hate the word, it's probably not a great word to build your year around. That's why I chose the words that I chose. Each of those words brings out some excitement in me and some hope versus putting the word diet instead of healthy. Diet does not excite me. Healthy does. And if any of your words happen to have something to do with music making, you should definitely check out my recording cheat sheet if you haven't already. It's a great way to kind of get moving in the right direction when it comes to recording music in a home studio. You can get that for free at recordingcheatsheet.com. All right, that's it for me. I want to read your comments below with your 3 words. Let's have a great year.
Story